Steve, a 1-0 defeat for your side against Wigan Athletic. What was your take on that one?
I think my take on the first half is that the goal right on half time takes it away from being an okay to good performance. You know, we've dominated the ball, we've dominated a lot of the play, we've limited a good possession-based side to counter-attacking. We miss a golden opportunity, an open goal, which we should score, and then we defend really, really poorly for Taylor Wigan to go in front. I think then we come into half time, we've gave it some minutes before we say, right, we need to gamble in a different shape, different system, different way. So the game from our point of view is going to become very spread, more like a long distance basketball game, and we had to force them back a little bit. I think the substitution of Joe Humble gives a spark. One or two people come onto the pitch. Maybe it looks as if they weren't running enough. Football doesn't matter what level you play. If you don't run hard, you don't win games.
How much did it impact the team talk at half time, that goal just before the interval? Because you've gone from, at a half, it was half decent, as you said, you've missed good opportunities, but you'd have still been level. All of a sudden you find yourselves 1-0 down. Yeah,
it just doesn't change the team talk. We can be try and keep ourselves level for the boys as best we can, but it changes confidence levels. We lose Zach Jules before the game through illness, which is not partly what we'd worked on, but these things happen. Jamie McCart come in, who was up until he went out, has been good. But I think it does change it manifestly at half time. The boys are then talking about let's not concede a second, as opposed to let's be on the front foot and go and win the game. And then it's going to be a case of, can we take risks at the back and try and overload in front areas? I think in terms of bodies, positionally wise in the pitch, we overloaded in front areas. But we lacked a little bit of quality, we lacked a bit of guile, we lacked leadership up there, two big lads up there, and we lacked any one of them willing to be a big presence for us. And unless you're a big presence and willing to fight for a Rom United shot, a lot of it will break down, and that's what happened in the second half. Although, if we go away, I look at Joe Rafferty's put one on a toadstool for Andre in the first half. That's just a simple header for me. It's into an empty net, the goalie's behind him, the goalie's gone for a walk. And there's a second one, another one. I think he's put it onto Jordan Hugo's head. I can remember as an across it comes in, it's floated up from, I think it's Joe, I'm guessing, I think it's Joe, maybe Cohen, it's floated up to the back stick for a strike running it, but we're not attacking those balls, and you're not going to score goals if that's the case.
Was it a little bit the story of the season so far, failure to take your chances at one end and you punished up the other?
Yeah, I think I've spoken in your programme many times, and I spoke to the press, our front four, in terms of, you look at those names, they can be exciting, they can be exciting, but they've turned up once and three, and that can't be enough. We've conceded an unfortunate goal at Mansour, which is on another day is a 0-0 scoreline. Conceded a poor goal today. Reece James gets done on the touchline with a good piece of skill, but we then protect the goal line as opposed to coming and challenging the man who's run into the box with the ball, and there lies the fault. When Joe Powell does react, it's far too late. He's man put into it, but that does change at the half time. But you still got 50 minutes to go in effect and win the game, and we didn't do enough second half. Did we do enough to get back into the game and probably get a point out of it? Yes, I think we did. But taking a level field, did we deserve to go in and win the game? The answer is no.
What do you put that down to, the lack of the ability to sort of get that bit of momentum going in the game? It was sort of a bit bitty, wasn't it? There were moments, but maybe not that sustained spell of pressure in the second half.
But I think confidence. We tried to keep the ball at times in the first half, and if periods of possession and force them out, they get behind the ball, the possession based, it just seems to be here. Our supporters at the minute, they don't want us to keep the ball, they want us to force it long all the time, and I can understand that because they're seeing a Rotherham side that's played like that in the past, but we have to have the bodies in that area of the pitch to play like that at times, and we've not had that. So, but confidence levels is as low as you can imagine within the group. But we get back on the training ground and we get ready for Stockport. We have no other way. You see results today. We drop Mansfield, they go to Peterborough, win comfortably. You see Charlton win 2 in a row and bounce into 3 or 4 points from the playoffs. And I know, and you know, and everyone else I know, everyone will write us off. So I've never had this in my career where I've been written off. So I'll go home, I'll reflect, and we'll come back fighting tomorrow.
Is that probably the most frustrating factor, that it looked like a good opportunity on paper today to go and get another win at home? It would have been 4 straight wins in all competitions as well.
Yeah, and games are never won on paper. This Wigan team went to Bolton 2 weeks ago and won 2-0, could have been 3 or 4. There's they were never going to win by more than your goal today. But we're finding scoring a goal is more problematic given the players we've got. But we should be turning 1-0 ahead as opposed to 1-0 down. I think we found against Northampton, and the confidence levels we got. We get the second and we play, but people are write us off. I don't think the performance was at an apology stage. Your performance lacked a lot of things in individuals, and it makes us question further some of them. But nobody will question themselves more than me today. But I think we stopped them playing. They're an excellent passing side in periods. But yeah, it was just a game. I think we didn't deserve to win, but we should get something from it.
How'd you go about picking those players up then for a game, a quick turnaround, 3 days' time when you face Stockport here?
Well, largely myself and Paul and the coaching staff, we have to work hard to make sure the boys, as best we can, get there in a confident frame of mind. You know, we can all be lacking confidence, but the only thing that gives you confidence is to be brave and to be strong and to stand up and be counted. We said to the players in the second half, did some of us take the ball in the areas of the pitch that on a confident day, if we go back to 2 weeks ago against Northampton, some of those players would have took the ball in tight areas and passed one twos through the pitch and moved it. And we never did that today. And we certainly never did it enough. And when we did, we created opportunities. We shouldn't come away losing the game. You've just seen Sean Maloney in my office. So from that point of view, as he said, it's probably a day where a draw was fair. But Nigel Clough said it last week, but we lost both.